Prometheus is the prequel to Alien somehow. I don't know why. In this world, everything looks like a fucking goddamn wet, loose vagina. I know, disgusting. Space jockeys are the white people, and I don't mean like humans. I mean like the guys that look actually the color white, and they're like really tall and shit, and they're basically supposed to be our creators. I don't know why. And then finally, some butt fuck idiot woman that's some butt fuck idiot redhead, and her fucking homo boyfriend are apparently explorers and try to find out how we were created. So they find out on these fucking cave drawings. I don't know how they could find it out, and they basically have the guidance and the classification to go on another goddamn planet, and they get like a little introduction thing from this like old hologram video of this old guy that wants to find out how everybody was made and shit. And apparently he's dead. And then all the people there think this is gonna be good, and the only fucking smart one there is the Australian guy. And then later they get on the ship called Prometheus. Yeah, that's the name of the ship and the name of the movie. And then later they go to the planet, and it turns out there's an android on the ship. If you don't know what the android is, go watch the other Alien movies. And like I said, this is a prequel to the Alien movies. Alien. Yeah, I try to say Alien. And apparently xenomorphs are what the aliens are actually called. Okay, aliens for the movie Aliens are called xenomorphs. And so basically they try to find these space jockeys. The space jockeys are people that created us, I guess. And then they finally get on the planet. They talk for a little bit on the ship. Then they go inside the fucking cave, and they think they're the best explorers ever when they go full on Down syndrome retarded running around the place. And then the android presses every single goddamn button, and then a goddamn hologram, a blue sparkly holograms of what happened when all the space jockeys ran out. Something happened, like they were falling down and shit of the hologram. And then a goddamn... Then they butt fucking saw some shit, and it was weird. I mean, and then they found the space jockey's head, and they took it off, and then the android gathered up like some black gooey shit, I guess, I don't know. And then they ran off and left the Australian guy and a weird nerd there. And the Australian guy's pretty much the smartest guy, like I said. And then they try to reanimate the space jockey's head, and it turns out just exploding because they're goddamn Down syndrome, ADHD retarded. And then later, since the nerd and the Australian guy are stranded in the fucking cave, they see a bunch of alien eggs, and apparently none of them hatch for some reason. And then they see a goddamn like snake, like a dickish looking. Like one big long dick with two small little leg feet and a vagina mouth, and have like little fucking flaps on the side of their head, and it has like a really loose, wet looking, disgusting... It looks like a really loose, wet vagina for a mouth. I'm not joking. Look at the thing on the right of the picture. That's what it looks like. What I'm talking about. It's disgusting, I know. And apparently almost every creature in this movie looks like a vagina. I'm not joking. Then later, as soon as they get back on the ship, the android goes to the homo boyfriend of the main character, and then he puts the goo in the guy's drink for some reason. I don't know fucking why. He just wanted to. Because the android thinks it's so cool to have goddamn butt fucking conscience now. When you really have a conscience, you're just like, I don't give a fuck, because all the people don't really care. And then later the homo boyfriend is about to fuck her girlfriend. He's just like, no girl, I am not like that, but they butt fuck anyways, I guess. I don't know. And then later they go back in the place, and it turns out everything went to shit, and so they come back out, and it turns out the boyfriend becomes sick, so they burn him alive. And then the woman finds out she's pregnant, and since that goo that her boyfriend had in his drink, they fucked. And so I guess when they fucked, the guy had the drink with the black goo, and it was pretty much poison. And they fucked, and since they fucked, she got pregnant really fucking fast. Since like the alien goo and shit. Since like the space goo, I don't know what the fuck to call it, the space goo. And apparently she was pregnant, so she gave herself an abortion. Because her baby was like deformed and shit. It turns out it was a squid thing with squid face hugger looking thing with another vagina mouth. Everything this movie looks like a goddamn loose wet pussy, and I don't know why, it's gross. But And so she gives herself an abortion and a C-section. She can, for some reason, walk up real fast like it didn't happen. Then she finds out that that old guy that you thought was dead is actually on the ship. And then all of them gather up to the goddamn cave, and they awaken a space jockey. And the space jockey gets like super pissed off and rips off the android's head and tries to kill everybody. And then the woman goes back to the ship, and her babby that was apparently there wasn't dead. It turned into a giant fucking face hugger with a vagina mouth. Then it killed the space jockey. And then the woman went back to the cave and found the android still alive with his head chopped off with his cum-like blood everywhere. No joke, the android's blood looks like fucking jizz. And then they pretty much go. She said, "I can pilot the ship all the way back." I'm like, "How you fucking gonna pilot a ship without your body, you goddamn cum nugget?" And then as soon as everything ends, you know what happens? A fucking xenomorph pops out of a fucking xenomorph alien from the movie Alien pops out of the space jockey, and there you go, the prequel to Aliens. I'm just kidding with y'all, but that's what the movie is about. It's definitely one of my favorite movies. It was a great movie. See you guys later. Love you, bye. This is a great movie. Go see it.